Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
2025 Chicago Bears.
Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Devin Duvernay to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Williams starting with the pass here. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Williams on the play action. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He's brought down at the 42.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Staying grounded with Swift. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the first. That brings up 3rd down.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Williams with the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I'll be honest with you, seeing that in real time, I didn't know if they got enough. But credit that first to a tremendous effort, and secondly to know exactly what he needed to go get that extra yard.
They're on the counter with Swift. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs could go do their job.
They're going to run here. Kyle Monunga. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on first down.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. Ooh, that was close, but they're going to have to get this on 3rd down now. Gain is to the 27.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On third down, here's Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be first down, Chicago. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving. Brock pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
A draw now. This is Swift. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards. They're into the red zone.
You know, that's a case, Kate, defensively, where you just got to keep your eyes on the backfield and be ready if they go with that drop play. Even an extra second to react, well, it gives them room to operate.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Working from the gun, Williams. Escapes the pocket. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Now here he goes on the boot. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Williams from the gun. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves, and you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's third and goal. Now here's Williams. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And the defense is down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Santos' kick is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Just kind of a confidence builder. An offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And this is Savion Williams on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. A big reason why they've made the postseason both times.
Love throwing to start us off. And his first pass falls incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Love. Caught field, Golden. It's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Packers.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Play action, Love. That pass caught by Wicks. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 41-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Love using the legs here. Not going to get an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. He'll call his number as a runner too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here. 3rd down. Love from the gun. Got his man. It's Golden. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
And the Packers first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Packer first down.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. First down throw. Here's Love. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
13 yards.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They send the tight end in motion. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Well, we all knew who that final pass was going to go to. That entire drive really ran through him, and it continued all the way to 6.
Kind of became clear, right? After the second or third catch,
Yep.
somebody this defense overlooked in their game plan, and it took exactly one series to exploit it. Now, offensively, call it till they stop it.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. On now is McManus to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Keyshawn Nixon on the stop. 8 yards on the pickup. brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Williams will look to throw. Set up the screen here to Swift. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, Kate, it is so nice to have a running back that can catch it too, and a pass catcher that is so good in a select package of plays just like that through the air. That screen is devastating to a defense when you got a runner that can catch it like that.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running for it, it's Swift. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. On the return for the Packers, that's Matthew Golden. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. Packers taking the field now. Their 2nd series of the game coming up. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Hey, I'll raise my hand as one of those that loves to see deep shots taken in the passing game. Well, the deep shot on the ground is just that. When you can set the edge and run that toss play and get going downhill, big yards can follow.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete inside the 35. And he is down to the 30-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
It's a gain of 35. And a Packer 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Packers 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
From the red zone on 1st. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, they can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. To the air with Love. Setting up the running back screen. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, so often we hear of a pass and catch downfield taking timing and anticipation. Well, the screen is actually something that takes a lot of practice reps. There are so many moving parts, from the lineman to the running back to the timing with the quarterback. That's well done.
Loves to throw again. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
McManus on for the Packer field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through. And 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
We always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Blitz coming for Williams. Gets him on the in route. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Complete to Luther Burden.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 10-3 ball game. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Williams. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers got a considerable return on the interception. They're going to take over inside the red zone. They're at the 15-yard line.
The best defenses you go look at through the decades are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And that interception has set them up beautifully inside the red zone. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion right. Throwing the out route complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Shotgun now for Love. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers double their lead to 14.
17. Bears 3.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. Things going well so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pin. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And he'll get it up to the 44.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One in behind center with Swift. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right out the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you could get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Williams from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
DJ Moore. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. 4th down, Williams. On the move, headed right. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. And he can't do it himself. He's stopped behind the line. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Out now runs the Packer offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
There's Love to throw. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Love now off the play action. Going all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And a decent run gets him out 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Love on 3rd and short. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. McManus sends it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
At least we helped him out in the end zone. Make a big play next drive. At least we helped him out in the end zone. Do better.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Well, now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate. Right? When you make a stop like that on 1st down, now it's your discretion of just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On play action, Williams. Connects on the crosser. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Williams on the play action. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Williams. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He finds Odunze downfield. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
1st down, here's Swift. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. To the ground. It's Monangai. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one. And the effort brings up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. Williams throwing on 4th. Pass brought in by Burden. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Williams set to pass. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears cut the lead down to 10.
Bears 20, Bears 10. Cairo Santos.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Brooks now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Jackson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Love from the gun. Dumps it off. Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Love. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Packers the first.
One of the advantages, Kate, a quarterback gets when he leaves the pocket and he's seeing zone coverage is you can really start to manipulate those defenders. And crossing routes are a great way to break down zone defense, especially when you get yourself outside the pocket.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's second down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Well, that draw gets them as many yards as a lot of passes would right there. And until this defense proves they can stop these draw plays, you can expect to see them worked into the game plan throughout.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Got his man. It's Golden. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Another Packers first down. A gain of 16 yards. And a Packer first down.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They stick with Jacobs. And he's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Love out of the shotgun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and short. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
McManus sends it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Complete to number 15, Rome Odunze.
It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Defenders there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. Will take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the air yet again, Williams. That's to Odunze again. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. Going deep here for the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Here's Williams again. He's running with it.
That's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. To throw, Williams. They set up the screen here to Swift. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. He's got it near the 8. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a one-score game before halftime. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets. This
is really what you pay your skill guys for. I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears get it back to within 6.
Packers 23, Bears 17.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And backed up this deep in their own territory, probably content to just take that lead into the locker room. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. This gets forward to around the 29. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun now for Love. That pass caught by Wicks. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
13 yards. First down, Green Bay.
First and 10 from the 43. Love now off the play action. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing again. Love. Hauled in left side. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 now. Once more, it's Love. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. McManus sends it through, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. The final throw before the break. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the third quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. So that brings up 2nd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Back to the air. Love. Short pass brought in. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. We motion the tight end over. Throwing his Love on 3rd. Pass brought in by Watson. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Packers, 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Packers.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Now Love on the play fake. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Love to throw again. That throw behind his intended target.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Stick it in the air. Love. On target to Musgrave. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Packers, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. And the Packer, 1st down.
They are throwing it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
So there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
3rd and 2, Love to throw. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Teammates notice. when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
They've got first down here from the 36. Play action, Love. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And taken down right along the 30.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 30-yard line.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a gift to Jacobs. And they find them after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The stop made by Andrew Billings. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has his man, it stops. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Packers first down.
Really? Are you kidding me?
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Handoff running left, Jacobs. A nice little run there, gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
To Josh Jacobs. T.J. Edwards on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Going run again with Jacobs. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Love from the gun. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. And it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown lost.
To the air with Love. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
So Love brings his Packers to the line. They're going for 2.
The Packers will
Keeping it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Williams on the play action. Hits him on the out route. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, being evenly matched at the line may sound like a draw, but that's an absolute win defensively. They absorbed a huge push and did not get driven back an inch.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Packers and Matthew Golden ready to take over once again on offense. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's complete inside the 35. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt 1 play later. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers grow the lead now to 22 points.
Bears 17.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Swift to start the drive. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Going to run again with Swift. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
I know they say it any time he comes up with an interview. They appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Now send their tight end right. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. He completes it in traffic.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. 3rd and long for him here. The Packers are all over it. He goes down. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
I can't help but watch these games and just hear Pete Carroll in my head all the time. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You got to finish. And so many times, Kate, we see in this league, you get a 3-score lead, you let off the gas a little bit defensively, you don't fight to finish, you let the opponent back in. Not with this defense and not with that sack. They are aiming to finish this thing. And with time a-ticking, they may just have done so with that sack.
On now comes their punter. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun now for Love. And downfield, he's got it. So that's Dobbs. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers piling onto the scoreboard yet again. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers continue piling onto this lead.
Bears 17. Brendan McManus.
On now is McManus to kick this
Green Bay.
away. Blackwell now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Swift. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Really 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number 1, you got to sell it. Right, you really got to sell and get that defense moving, and then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
Banjo, 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 banjo.
Going to the ground again on first. Running their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
I know.
Williams from the gun. Has it downfield working the left. And he has this down to the 34. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Running behind center with Swift. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff.
God, I can't believe what I watched. That's just trash. That's better.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Williams with the sneak. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They go with Monangai here. And this run's overwhelmed. They drive him backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock, so high hopes again for this upcoming series. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Got for big yards on the right side. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
1st down. A gain of 19 yards. First down.
Great start to this
Packers.
drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Love with it on first down. Finds him over the middle. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Packers football in what has been a one-sided game in their favor. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Running on first here with Jacobs. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play fake, it's Love. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Packers keep running away with this. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers grow their lead yet again.
Bears 17.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He dodged the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bears about set for their next possession. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Keyshawn Nixon on the coverage.
Working from the gun, Williams has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort. The Packers going nickel on 3rd. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They'll run for this. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Connection made. Kyle Monangai. And he's tackled for a short gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now it's Monangai. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Williams to throw on 3rd. It's on target to Moore. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37. First down, Williams to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Throw in the direction of DJ Moore. So it'll be 2nd down. Here's Williams. There's a screen now from Monangai. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards? That's a pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. To the air yet again. Williams taking a chance to the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Sends this to the end zone. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Love now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. To the air on 3rd and long. Got his man. It's Golden. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action. Love. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Packers, 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
They go counter. It's Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bears is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Love out of the shotgun. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Love using the legs here. It's inside the 10. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Jordan Love, the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers continue adding on to that lead.
Here's 17.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Bears take over
Chicago's
first down 10
offense trotting out
at
there
their
for
own
another series.
42-yard line.
They're coming off a fourth down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. One guy with it. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Parsons on the tackle.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now Williams. That's complete. It's Monunga. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Punting unit out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, you're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. We're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Love now on 1st and 10. Down the field, Golden. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. The mark of 554 yards and stood resolute since back in 1951, and 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it. Handoff here to Jacobs. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Love on the play fake. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers are running them out of the building. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game. And now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Bears 17. Brendan McManus.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. And the pack gets home, and they drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Game's not over, you know. Why are you giving up? Do it. That's all right, bud. That's all right. That's all right.
Why does this have to happen? I do that.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. To throw is Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Complete to number 2, DJ Moore. That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 11.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. He'll air it out on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. Starts the return at the 34. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Packers.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Packers rolling here in a laugher. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the option, it's Jacobs. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Such a cool picture right there of shock and shed. So what these D tackles work on in the league, you got to shock that offensive blocker, you got to shed him, and you got to make that tackle for loss. Well done.
Back to the line they come, second down.
Stop him here.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still second down.
So much tougher task now after the flag. This is 2nd and 20. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
By Jalen Johnson. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Takes the handoff, now Love. It is Cup, left side. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
McManus sends it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Chicago.